Scoreboards is happy to bring it to you. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Johnson is out there with Ewing, and it's Ward in at the point guard. And for the Spurs, Duncan is out there with Elliott. Then it's Johnson, then there's Ellie, and it's Robinson in at center. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. And so it's official, folks. The NBA Finals have tipped off. And what a game we've got in store. With the floater. Ewing inside. Robinson on him. And it's good. 2 points. Ewing's got the first points up on the board tonight here for New York. Here are the Spurs with the ball. To the middle. Here's Duncan, and the layup's good off the glass.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here's Ward. Pass to Houston, and taken away by Johnson. Here is Elliott. Pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Ward. Trying to get open is Johnson. Ward, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Johnson. It's Robinson high post. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
This is it to Springwood. Here's Ward. New York moving it around. Here's Ewing. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Here is Elliott. Right side Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Elliott. A three-pointer, no good. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Duncan. Here is Elliott. Back to Duncan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Ward. The pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston. Covered by Elliott. Ewing with it. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by Duncan.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Elliott kicks to Johnson. Out to the wing. Here's Duncan. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Duncan's got 6.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Here's Ward. He's guarded by Johnson. Houston gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 5.
Gotta love seeing Houston get space there to shoot it from deep. He is one of the best from beyond the arc.
Here is Elliott. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Duncan. Here is Elliott. Nice job down low. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Goes up at the stripe. He can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Duncan, the pass to Elliott. Back to Duncan. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Ward. Kicks it out to Johnson. Ward, the pass to Johnson. Lock at 6. Passes to Houston. New York needs to get off a shot. Ward misses.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Ellie passes to Robinson. Here's Ellie. Duncan right side. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Uh-oh, starting out in rhythm. That's 4 out of 5 he's hit, and we're only in quarter number 1.
Knicks trail by 3. And there's the pass to Sprewell. Ewing against Robinson. No good from Ewing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here is Elliott. He feeds it to Duncan. A steal. Pass to Ewing. Here's Houston. Guarded by Robinson. To the paint and taken away by Johnson. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings is just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And the Knicks making a change here. Hamby's checked in. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Here's Ward. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Duncan. Right wing. Here's Elliott. That one rolling around and rims out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Johnson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, and Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's New York with it. 4-point game. Passes it to Sprewell. Here's Houston, covered by Elliott. They get a hand on it. Here's the break. Here's Helly. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Ellie. Kicks it to Robinson. There's the pass to Elliott. Back to Robinson. Duncan, the pass to Ellie. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Jackson, he's checked in for Ellie. Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Sprewell. Here's Ward. Pass to Ewing. Here's Ward. Will it go? Here's Camby. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Johnson surveying the floor. There's the dish to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Camby passes to Sprewell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
Here is Elliott. Johnson outside. He kicks it to Duncan. Tries a 3. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Duncan. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3 ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Here is Elliott. Here's Johnson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here, and Johnson drops them both. 52 seconds left in the first. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Ewing. Now the pass to Houston. Stolen by Robinson. Here is Elliott. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Houston. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they get it. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Spurs leading by 15. Here is Elliott. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Duncan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Marcus Camby. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And Duncan drops them both. And so it's San Antonio, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on... And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
San Antonio leading by 17. And New York looking at who they've got. We've got Camby. He's out there with Ewing. And it's Houston at the 2 spot. It's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Knicks now. Knicks trail by 17. Shoots the 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Spurs leading by 14. Now here's Kerr. Down low and stolen by Thomas. Passes it to Houston. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. Here's Camby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Camby. Kerr with it. The pass to Kersey. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Duncan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Johnson outside. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Back to Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Kerr for 3. The shot comes out, and New York will come the other way. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs leading by 10. Outside Rose. On defense, the Knicks. Duncan with it. Camby picks him up. And Duncan throws it down hard.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
San Antonio's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Kersey against Johnson. Back to Kerr. Outside for Jackson. For the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Knicks on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Duncan against Johnson. Thomas down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Duncan. Elliott comes in for Kersey. He's checked in for Jackson. And it's Johnson in for Steve Kerr. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. He misses the free throw. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 10. Over to the wing. Johnson inside. Covered by Duncan. Takes the 13-footer. And again, it's New York.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him. And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Johnson double teamed. Inside. Duncan misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Picked away. Pass to Houston. To the wing right side. New York moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Count it. Good. Houston's got 5 points now this quarter. And the Spurs with possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Robinson. Camby with the block. And he's able to get it back. A second chance effort. Now Thomas to the inside. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to Duncan. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Robinson. Count it.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Jackson, he's checked in for Elliott. And New York with a change here, too. Ewing's checked in. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Sprewell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For New York, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Johnson left side. He dishes it to Duncan. Rejected by Camby. And now the Knicks on the break. Sprewell, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Sprewell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside Jackson dishes it to Robinson. The shot that time not on target. And New York the other way now. Out to the right wing. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Sprewell.
Wow. With the defense bearing down on him, he calmly flips in the reverse.
Here's Ellie. He has 6. Here's Duncan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Knicks trail by 3. To the middle. Duncan with the block.
And That's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Ewing inside. Robinson on him. A nice shot by Ewing.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Here's Robinson and Ewing with the block. Here's Sprewell, guarded by Ellie. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is from Sprewell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the...
On the wing, Johnson. He's got 7, and the dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Johnson outside. Canby against Jackson. Canby, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Outside Jackson. The Spurs have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Shooting for San Antonio, Jaren Jackson. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston to the right side. Robinson against Hewitt. Over Robinson, and the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Robinson. The Knicks pull it in. Ewing's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Houston, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Houston's got 12.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
1:37 left now here in the second. Ellie passes to Duncan. From 15 feet away, that one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Here's Ward, and that one goes long. Spurs leading by 5. Ellie kicks to Johnson. 1:05 left to play here in the half. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Over Johnson. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Johnson. He's got 18.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Ward. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Sprewell. No good from outside. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The drive by Jackson. Here's Ellie. And Ewing sends it back.
Got to recognize the situation. Trying to get a 2-for-1.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you want to get a good shot.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Jackson finds Duncan. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Ewing. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Houston. Passes it to Johnson. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside with 1 on the clock. The slam dunk by Robinson.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And listen, in a critical moment, this is the NBA Finals. The officials have to be 110% certain they've got the call right.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe.
And so we conclude the first half. It's San Antonio up by.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live. Here, checking out the Spurs. They wanted to get out to a fast start in this championship series, and their solid play in the first half of Game 1 was a... And it's just about time now.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
He's one of those players who can turn up when necessary, and you need those guys in big games.
Johnson is out there with Elliott. Then there's Duncan. Then it's Elliott, and it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half. Ellie passes to Elliott. Now the dish to Duncan. 5 on the clock. Here's Ellie. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got 5 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ewing against Robinson. Ewing inside. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Up the floor, here's Johnson. Finished off the break. Johnson's got 9.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Here's Sprewell, covered by Elliott. Shot to stop the run. Robinson with the block. Here's Ellie. 9 points in the game so far. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The pass to Duncan. Outside Robinson. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Ward. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Houston. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup? That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
New York calls timeout. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Rose, he's checked in for Duncan. Jackson comes in for Ellie, and Kerr's subbed in for Johnson. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Houston. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gets an open look and hits. 14 points for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Ewing against Robinson. Pass to Rose. Wide open. Rebound by Johnson. Knicks trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Rose passes to Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Robinson hits them both. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Houston. Lays it up off the glass. Houston's got 16.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Jackson finds Rose. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes to Curry, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Houston gets the three-pointer to fall. Timeout. Houston's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Kerr the pass to Jackson. Now Rose. Back to Jackson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Kerr. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Spurs lead by 15. Here's Ward, defended by Kerr. Ward the pass to Johnson. But they'll get another chance. Goes back up. Doesn't go that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Duncan kicks to Rose. And the pass to Elliott. Back to Rose. Pass to Elliott. Rejected by Camby. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Or the pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston. New York, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Sprewell. A three. A rebound by the Spurs. And here's Kerr. Pass to Elliott. The pass to Duncan. Now Kerr can be covering. Just 5 on the clock. Rose in the post. Nice D from Camby.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Duncan. Jerome Kersey's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Houston. 19 points in the game. Fires from 14. Another shot. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Ewing's got his third basket of the night. Spurs leading by 15. Stolen by Camby. Here's Sprewell, and it's blocked, but they recover it. Stolen by Rose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kerr for three. Houston pulls it in. Knicks trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now, here's Kerr. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Camby. And they're moving it up.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. San Antonio calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Robinson's checked in for Tim Duncan. And New York with a change here, too. Johnson, he's checked in for Marcus Camby. Now, here's Kerr. Robinson kicks to Kerr. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ward. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Spurs leading by 11. Outside Rose. Feeds it to Robinson. Over Ewing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Houston, the pass to Ewing. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ewing's got 8.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Kerr's shot is good.
Such a nice, compact, repeatable motion there. Kerr is a true floor spacer offensively.
To the left wing. Here's Houston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Knicks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Kersey with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Robinson against Ewing. 9 feet out. Robinson, that's good. And the Spurs lead by 12. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Sprewell, covered by Kersey. Ewing inside. Robinson on him.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Kersey. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Kersey's got his first points of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
New York calls timeout. Antonio making a switch here. Purdue's checked in. Knicks trail by 14. Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Ewing. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Knicks hip shot 6 of 7 at the line. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson against Kersey. Pass to Kerr. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Sprewell, the pass to Ewing. Over Purdue. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Ewing.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Kerr, the pass to Kersey. Here's Kerr. He has 5. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Kerr's got a pair of threes now here in the third for San Antonio. Here's Sprewell. And he banks in the layup. Sprewell's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And so it's San Antonio riding a 15. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Knicks trail by 15. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Johnson. Thomas is out there with Ewing. And it's Sprewell in at the 2. Rose passes to Kersey. Pass to Ellie. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Kerr. The Knicks pull it in. Thomas got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Purdue. Duncan comes in for Rose. Elliott's checked in for Kersey. And it's Johnson in for Steve Kerr. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Nice open look, but it's no good. Knicks trail by 15. Here's Sprewell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the first one drops. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Patrick Ewing. He hits both from the stripe. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Johnson, the pass to Ellie. He dishes it to Duncan. Outside, Robinson passes it to Ellie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Sprewell, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is off. He doesn't get the second one.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Robinson passes to Johnson. drains it from 17 feet out.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Knicks trail by 17. He's guarded by Johnson and taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shots good by Elliott.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And that one is good. Here's Johnson. Now the pass to Elliott. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And taken away by Johnson. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Camby. Duncan with the block. And they'll keep possession. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Johnson. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Duncan. Teardrop shot. Knicks with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Houston. No good with the triple. Spurs leading by 18. Johnson with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Duncan right side. Pass to Elliott. A 3-ball. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
The Knicks making a switch here. Pass to Houston. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Outside for Robinson. No good there. And New York the other way now. Pass to Houston. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter, and Duncan throws it down.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Here's Sprewell. Johnson outside. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Johnson inside. Here's Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marcus Camby.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
And Houston, a pro at initiating the contact, an aggressive shooter who's looking for opportunities to get to the line.
Ewing's checked in for the Knicks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Spurs leading by 16. On the wing, Johnson. There's the pass to Duncan. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ellie. Over Johnson. San Antonio again missing. Knicks trail by 16. Here's Houston, and he gets it to go. Houston's got 16 here in the second half.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Tim Duncan.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Ellie. Duncan down low. He's guarded by Ewing. Offensive rebound. Out to Duncan. Over Ewing. But they get it back. Robinson passes to Elliott. Pass to Duncan. Tries it again, and the shot goes down. Duncan's got 6 here in this quarter. Knicks trail by 16. To the paint. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Duncan against Ewing. Now here's Duncan. Tight defense on him. Lays it up and banks it in. Duncan's got 26.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Robinson, that one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 9 assists now tonight. The Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Ward. Duncan with the block. Poke loose. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Knicks trail by 18. Houston can't get it to go. Now Johnson. From the baseline. And he makes that one. And the Spurs lead by 20. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Johnson, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Johnson's got 7 points here in this quarter. Spurs shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Johnson right side. And San Antonio has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Ellie. From deep. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The pass to Duncan. Banked in off the glass. Duncan's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, credit them for maintaining.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here is Elliott. Johnson outside. Over Ward. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Duncan.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
The 11-footer, he gets that one. San Antonio calls timeout. They're in front by 22. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jackson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson against Robinson. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Now here's Jackson. D right on him. Pass to Elliott. Just 5 to shoot. Over Sprewell. They get it back to the middle. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
15 foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Sean Elliott. Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Elliott. No good on the second free throw. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And here are the Knicks now. Here's Ward. Basket counts.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Stolen from past the arc. No good on that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony.